Hey guys, I'm Nee.
And I'm Ike.
And together we are... We're back to you with another Nee and Ike update.
Yes, we are.
And this time it's about the biggest news story right now across every single news media platform, and it is about Freddie Gray and Baltimore, the state of Baltimore at this time.
Yes, Baltimore has been looking like the set of The Purge, 28 Days Later, Resident Evil, and many other movies to even name. I can show you the clips on and on and on. It's like a whole thing.
Another black man dead, and it's not surprising. And you would think that these police officers would really understand or know, like, guys, like, we will continue to riot, continue to riot and fight and protest until.
But then they also feel like they will continue to cover up. That's the thing. You have to consider that part.
But like, just stop. And for those who don't know who Freddie Gray is, shame on you. But Freddie Gray is.
Hey, wait, hold on. I didn't know about Freddie Gray until 2 days ago.
It's real.
Being honest.
It's real life. But we know who he is today, and we hope that you are as you're watching this video. But for those who don't know, Freddie Gray was a 25-year-old African American man. And he was initially.
When you say was, it makes it sound like he was an African American man.
Oh, right. So Freddie Gray was a 25-year-old African man who was initially stopped by Baltimore cops. I think it was in West Baltimore for having a switchblade. And so what happened was they arrested him. They put him in the back of the police van. And all we know is when he came out of the police van, he was in a coma with a broken voice box and injured spinal injuries.
Yes, and it was pretty gruesome. And once again, you know, the officials could not even give a proper response about what happened on the scene.
And he died April 25th, which was a week later.
And due to that, his family's grievances and the anger amongst young black youth, of course, there was an uproar.
So, yes, Baltimore uprising. So I'm not saying that I agree with the way they are uprising and rioting and burning down things. Like, they burned down a CVS and cars, and I'm like, God damn.
Why is CVS so important?
No, because CVS is the store that wants to give back to the community. You know, we're giving you
flu
medicine and flu shots. But you need it, though.
But it's part of their marketing, though.
But you need it, though.
But it's part of their marketing, though.
So, you know, I don't think that all that was necessary, but I do understand. Because I think if Malcolm X was alive, he probably would be agreeing with the tactics.
Of course, Malcolm X would. Why would you pick the most socially violent idealist
but that's what they're doing. But the thing is that a lot of these people, they're not. We just wish.
Okay, so what if Martin Luther King was alive? Would he agree with it?
No, he wouldn't. He would agree with the peaceful protest, and that's another thing that the media isn't really covering.
Yeah,
so I don't agree.
When was the last time you ever turned your TV on to watch peace?
The ratings, we get it.
I feel like human beings complain about human beings, and it doesn't make any sense to me.
Yes, the ratings are, but at least, like, if you're gonna show the riots, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but show the peaceful protests as well. So I don't agree with any of the people who are like burning down cars.
If you look at the views of the violent clips from Baltimore and the peaceful clips from Baltimore, you can tell what people are interested in more. Within the Baltimore uprising, there were a bunch of clips we were able to snatch off the internet, and it had very interesting, you know, views on African Americans.
It was what was so interesting about these clips, because there's been plenty of clips showing the same things, but in these 3 clips, it was very interesting because, I mean, one, we got the guy who was.
One is not interesting. One, he just got snatched up.
No. Well, let's not. We're not even there yet.
We're not even there. Okay, we're gonna take it easy.
We're gonna talk about the MJ one real quick. This guy was waiting his whole life for this moment right here. And check this clip out. No, he didn't even. He sang "Beat It."
No, it was. I didn't really care about us.
He must have been doing the whole Michael Jackson,
the whole greatest hits.
Classics. Yeah.
Did you see the one of the lady on the bus?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you haven't seen? Oh my! There was a whole helicopters going around.
riots and protest, but this is a serious matter, people. Like, this is for real.
I mean,
but can we talk about the mom, though? What would you do if you're a mom and you saw your son, your only son, protesting, I mean, not protesting, rioting, and like doing all types of things on the streets? What would you do?
Well, let's show them the clip really quick.
And then Ike also made his own Yoruba interpretation of the matter. And
I had to make some humor out of it, but yeah. Here
Is this by brought you?
It's clear we turned up in the streets as moms. I mean, if that was my son, I don't have a son, but if I were to have a son and he was doing that, I would beat his ass too. But the thing is, I'd wait for his ass. I would wait for him.
This is a children's show.
It's another word for donkey. Cut it out.
I would beat his derriere.
But I don't think I'd do it out in the streets. I would just hit that. The thing is, the mom had the eye contact with the guy, with her son, and I guess he kept going. But the thing is, I don't know if she had the strong eye contact that I would have had. I would have had that.
Have you seen the full video? No,
look at my eye contact.
Have you seen the full video?
No, because this is what was because I want them to understand. I wish we could just get a zoom up of these eyes. These eyes are telling you, oh, this is what we're gonna do in the streets. This is how I raised you.
No, your eyes are not threatening.
When we get home, understand who you coming home to. I'm gonna have a riot up in this house. I'm gonna be out there. All right.
Does it look like he understood the eyes?
All she saw was the eye contact with her son, and she knew.
One of the key things you need to understand is the soldiers stood aside.
When a black woman
saw the mother engage, they said, "No, hold your guns. This is more threatening." And that's all that matters.
I can imagine how, like, the news reporter, they were probably covering something else, and then all they see is a lady.
Jerry, your mom's hitting a kid.
Wait, what the hell is going on here?
She's getting violent.
CNN had the nerve to call it a smackdown.
No, it is a very engaging name. Joseph Kent.
Joseph Kent. So this was the black man who was seen on live television getting arrested. I think this was when Baltimore was...
On some scandal-ish.
Yeah, this is when Baltimore was implementing their, what is it, curfew. Their curfew, their 10 p.m. curfew. And he had his hands up. And these police officers just kind of like went right at him. And what was very strategic to me was, if you watch the clip, all you see is these police officers surround him, and then a van passes by, so you can't really see anything else from there. Social media, of course, has to come back with the hashtag, "Where is Joseph Kent?" Because we found out his name from there. And we wanted to know what happened to him, because we haven't heard from anybody. I think I even saw like somebody on my Facebook call the Baltimore police station, and they claimed that they didn't know where he was. But fortunately, Joseph Kent is alive.
Exclusive clip here. We're gonna play the clip.
And I have no different plan than as usual. I'm trying to keep the peace.
And we're back, and Joseph is safe. That's good to know. You know, I don't know what happened in that van. I don't know what they did to him when they took him away. Hopefully they didn't probe him with some new white supremacy thoughts. I'm just kidding. That's like Ike Sci-Fi's, you know, fantasies. But anyways.
Apparently he only had a few scratches, so that was good. That's what I think. I mean,
that's
you know,
good.
We don't really. I mean,
it wasn't that bad.
But yeah, it wasn't as bad as what we were thinking. I mean, we didn't know what happened to this guy. We didn't know whether he was dead, alive, bruised, you know, injured, like, you know. But this is a little off topic, but we need to talk about Stacey Dash real quick. An interview she did with Mary.
Stacy. Oh my God, this is one of the situations where I feel like models or people who are like basically popular or a big deal because they look good tend to think they can just talk good too, and it's like
it's called the new blacks, I think.
The new blacks. The new blacks.
It's like a.
What is this, a light skin thing? I don't.
So basically, New Blacks is people who believe that, from my understanding, that racism doesn't really exist anymore. We're just all one human race and everything's all good. But mind you, you'll hear it from the New Blacks who are successful and rich and don't, for the most part, don't really have to deal with racism on an everyday basis. So in this
all
interview,
I'm saying is, in my case, I have not seen any middle class / low class New Blacks. It's always the rich people.
Exactly.
So
basically, Stacey Dash said that racism, gender, and racism don't really exist, and if you want something, you should go for it. And this lady actually believes that we as blacks get paid the same amount as our white counterparts.
Well, maybe in your job or whatever career it is that you do, but for the rest of us over
probably not.
Here in the real world, that's not how it works.
Honestly, what list of actor is she? She's definitely not A though.
No, she's not B.
She's not even B either. So
See?
So clearly she's not getting paid as much. But we're gonna show you the clip here.
Look at the number. There's a reason why women get 78 cents and men get $1.
See, I guess I won't put my fate into anything other than my own action and taking my destiny in my hands.
Well, I agree with that.
Be a victim.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm a victim. I'm pissed off.
Yeah. No.
I don't want to be a victim.
And that's the thing. If you want to be pissed off about it, then be pissed off about it and work harder for it. But I don't think us, complaining about it, because there is a law passed that we get paid equal pay.
Except we don't. But we don't. We don't. We don't.
She said, but we're not. But we're not paid equally. And you saw the dumbfounded face, the dumbfounded look on Stacey's face. Not a and she's gonna get so much backlash from Twitter, and she deserves every bit of it.
You're not even blonde, and you had to look blonde for a second. Come on, man. Represent us right.
So this just about wraps up this week's episode. We hope that you enjoy it. And of course, as always, leave it in the comments and keep up with us online.
Yes, you know the page, NNEANDIKEUPDATE.com. No, actually, TheNNEANDIKEUPDATE.com. And it's Nia Nike Show on Twitter, The Nia Nike Show on Instagram.
And if you like us and if you mess with us, we mess with you because you mess with us, and we want you to.
And that's what it is. Like, it's a real relationship.
And we want you to share it with your friends.
Like, I'm here with you.
Let's keep the word going. Let's communicate and.
But thank you for joining us, and that'll be all for today, ladies and gentlemen.
See.